Thank you, D&AD, for having me. 2 years ago, someone asked me what my entrance song would be. Being a music obsessive, I should have nailed it, but I didn't. But I did know what my exit song is. And that's Take Me Home by Phil Collins. It's a track that I want to play at my funeral. And the song is more than just great mid-80s production or impressive drum fills. It's a song about vulnerability and a search for connection, being utterly lost while still being comforted by the immersiveness of it all. My curiosity about death goes back to 2005 Venice Biennale, and also curiosity towards my funeral and exit songs. An experiential art piece called The Swan Song by art group Center for Attention lets you pick your funeral song and lie on an altar in Arsenale and imagine your final moments visually, spatially, and sonically. This is the world's most played funeral song, Frank Sinatra's My Way. And my initial pick was Sid Vicious version, trying to rebel against the inevitable. But lying there on that altar and just didn't feel right, somehow just too blah and too obvious. So began my years-long quest for that perfect tune. So today, I have a 236-hour playlist with Take Me Home, the extended remix, topping the list as the apparent floor or coffin filler. And as morbid as it may seem, curiosity towards death is really curiosity towards life, the full experience of it, and about exploring the world around us with all our senses, embracing the awe of existence. For centuries, philosophers and artists have contemplated mortality through the concept of memento mori, trying to remember every day you must die. Hans Holbein's The Ambassadors on show at the National Gallery here in London does this by all the symbols, symbolic elements in the artwork, and most famously known by the distorted skull in the forefront, better seen from this angle. Walt Disney did one of his early animations around this concept, around the concept of Die Totentanz, or Le Danse Macabre, the dance of death, for the first animation for the Silly Symphony series in 1929. And a recent example of this, Memento Mori, is the beautiful piece by Ed Atkins, where the actor Toby Jones reads a diary kept by Atkins's father, Philip, during the 6 months he was diagnosed with kidney cancer before his death in 2009. And this work is on display at Tate Britain right now. But it's not about wallowing in despair or being depressed about it all. It's about using the awareness of death as a lens to look at life with more curiosity and clarity and appreciation. And it's a reminder that our time here is limited and we should make the most of it fully. And it's probably not a surprise that I'm drawn to cemeteries. I love the sounds and the lights and the stories etched in stone, the wholesome experience. This is one of my favorite ones on my bucket list to do. It's a stunning cemetery in Sapporo, Japan, with this amazing temple designed by Tadao Ando. But now I'm inviting you to a little journey to the past with some of the snapshots I've taken along the way. One of my favorites is the Highgate Cemetery here in London. Absolutely love the place. The gravestones for artists Patrick Caulfield and the writer Douglas Adams and the creative impresario and kind of the commercial architect of punk and early hip hop and voguing Malcolm O'Laren are just brilliant. And I love the quotes from Malcolm O'Laren on the gravestone saying, "Better a spectacular failure than a benign success." Burial places can be great sources for stories. What went on with Peggy Guggenheim and all his little dogs that are buried in the Peggy Guggenheim Museum's yard in Venice. And they are great places for inspiration on type and layouts and illustration and even 3D art. This is a graveyard next to our offices in New York, Trinity Church yard that has an army of these little gravestones that look like a cartoon ghosts. And to me, it is a reminder that death is not always a somber affair, but it can be a source for humor. And I went to the Greenwood Cemetery in Brooklyn trying to look for Jean-Michel Basquiat's grave, and I stumbled upon this. It's a little star coming from the skies to meet his family. And on the same trip, I saw this artwork by Sophie Calle, which is a place where you can bury your secrets that will be open again in 2042. But both of these experiences were absurd, but they made total sense at the time. And I believe that awareness of death opens our thinking and opens our thinking for new ways to do that. But if you're looking for like the true awe-inspiring experience, you have to look at churches and cathedrals, where the architecture and design details, the choirs and the scent of the candles are kind of deliberately designed to evoke a sense of wonder and great respect. And at Ronchamp in France, Le Corbusier explored how proportions and organic forms, light and color and acoustics could create a transcendent experience. And he transformed functional into emotional in a grand scale, but also down to the smallest details. And this is the experience at its best. The Milan Cathedral Duomo was designed to uplift and unite Milan across centuries as it was being built and designed by people like Leonardo da Vinci. And from a branding perspective, it was a grand and long-standing activation on showcasing Milan's wealth and power. And when we were working on the identity for Milan Symphony Orchestra, our team connected Duomo's iconic design to Milanese art movements like Futurism and explored the design details, the Gothic and Renaissance design details of the cathedral and turned that whole experience into an identity, capturing Duomo's aesthetic and historic essence in visual form. So it was about capturing the soul and the essence of Milan in a single and unified multisensory story, connecting the orchestra to the people and the history and the past of Milan in a meaningful and deeper level. So whether it's about cemeteries or Duomo or 20th century art movements, curiosity is about embracing the unexpected, being friends with the new. Life is too short to play it safe. So uncommon ideas can come from anywhere, often hiding in the mundane. And the best of us connect these dots that others ignore and build something new from them and creating unseen combinations. And inspiration is an lightning strike. It's something that is a reward for relentless search and love for associations. And I like to keep it simple, stupid. Simple and stupid. And stupid meaning fun and weird. And I love the quote from David Ogilvy where he said, the best ideas come as jokes, make your thinking as funny as possible. Creativity is mainly about empathy and curiosity. We need to understand others deeply and to look beyond their horizons. Our job is to question everything and ask why, and often reply, why not? Thomas Saraceno, the artist, works with spiders to get these beautiful neural network-like installations. And you might ask spiders, but why not? Related, I wanted to share a couple of pieces of work where that simplicity, the mundane, joking, or why not come to life. And this piece of work we did at Landor for Imperia pasta machines. It's really a world of pasta and creation. So obviously the identity is built around custom-created typeface that is informed by the beautiful forms by all these pasta types. And our recent rebrand for Kellogg's really played on the idea of simplicity as we liberated the design system, including the classic word mark and Cornelius, the rooster. And to own breakfast as the OG player on the aisle, we built on the foundation of the idea of seed the day, and this little seed that we found in the apostrophe in the Kellogg's logo led to the creation of new sacred assets, such as the Cornelius Sons typeface. You know, something simple, but still impactful. This rebrand was one of the most fun and most secret projects I was thrilled to be part of when I was at Meta in-house in the team with some great creatives and great agencies we work with. But the Meta logo is the only logo that I and a couple of the creatives in the team have a patent for. Not a trademark, but a patent for this one, as it was designed and patented as an interface. So it's an interface that can do many things in the world of new innovation, such as being a portal to other worlds. It's a ring that you can fly through to past or to present. So rather than looking at semiotics in icon design, we researched science fiction and virtual reality experience and work with digital 3D artists and glass blowers on forms and materiality. They had some great partners in north of UK, and we tried to figure out everything all the way down to kind of the smallest color details, like beautiful, beautiful glass blowing examples. And we brought in architects to bring kind of this interface to life, also with when looking at the materials and the forms.
Yeah. This one's really nice. This one's really cool. That's like solid oak. That's fucking cool.
So you know you're onto something interesting if you're feeling uncomfortable. You're not sure what you're looking at or creating is good or bad. It's just new. You don't have a reference point. And that's brilliant. That's a place where you want to be. And then you're creating something original in the world. But brands are not just polished logos or products. Like our lives, they are collections of memories and emotions and stories. And the more sensorial variation in the story and in those brand moments we can push on, whether it's visual or sonic or haptic or interactive, the stronger the connection between the brand and its customer. And it doesn't have to be perfect from a POV of design. The fragmented mediascape and this need and ask for more emotions in the customer experience is allowing more imperfections and in brands' appearances. And I love this piece of work from VML last year for Coca-Cola, where they embraced all of this with their co-creation campaign. So instead of policing the local interpretations of Coca-Cola's sacred assets, they encouraged that action and celebrated these interpretations by bodegas and shopkeepers and artists, and created a kind of a cultural tapestry on diversity. So when powerful storytelling, allowing these multiple interpretations for a brand together with beautifully crafted multisensorial design, you can create something that's emotionally truly resonant, and these emotionally resonant brand moments are being born. And that's something we've been doing for brands like Elica. You might have seen some of this earlier this morning with our great Chris Moody presenting. But yeah, it's a kitchen appliances company reimagined for today, and the brand idea, artfully inventive, celebrates the convergence of creativity and technology, and to speak Elica's past and their future, and is paying homage to their founders' love and passion for contemporary art. And as a nod to Machinist Manifesto, we emphasize the importance of technology and machines and code in our everyday lives to celebrate the creation of this work. So we used this concept to develop a moving and generative brand expression that blends the world of machines with the world of art, graphic design, motion design, and spatial design. And we even created a unique melodic DNA, a fingerprint, with our Sonic Specialist ARM amp. Sensorial design applies, of course, to product innovation. So we've created a unique group within Landor that is focusing on this. This project here, Accessories, is a solution for those living with dexterity issues. And it's a set of handle designs for Ordo electric toothbrushes, allowing hyper-personalization for accessibility with a unique design-on-demand business model. You touch your phone 2,600 times a day. If you're a heavy user, double that. That product is the brand. So for us brand designers, we need to be working more closely with product design teams, whether it's hardware or software. And we should be bringing hardware and software together in surprising, differentiating ways to tell unique brand stories. For example, we did this work for Reese's Puff with our creative tech and experience team, Deep Local, and they work with Anomaly to transform cereal boxes into drum machines and synthesizers. So fans could create their beats and melodies with the box, with the puffs on them, and with your phone with a unique AR web app doing the heavy lifting. And we've been bringing tech into spatial experiences for quite many years for clients such as Doc Martens here, the Camden store we've designed for Huawei, their flagship in Shanghai, opened last year, and for brands like M&M's with the immersive experience that we've created for their stores like this in Berlin. But in building multisensorial experiences, robots and AI and data are the future. We've been experimenting with all of that quite a bit with Google through our Deep Local crew, and whether it's pulling real-time data from Google Cloud on weather and traffic patterns and filling all that to Google's Google Cafe chalkboards, or turning their lobbies into interactive experiences where motion sensoring and AI reading human gestures guide how, for example, these electromechanical flowers interact with us human beings. The future of design belongs to those who look at every day with curiosity and do that somewhat sideways. It belongs to those who understand that experience is everything, and to those who embrace this existentialist spirit and seize the day with optimism and imperfection. And we need to embrace the raw, the surprise, the wabi-sabi, and even uncertainty as we design for the fullest of experience. It's all about accepting and celebrating the human condition in design, in creativity, in life and death. Personally, I continue to find beauty in this chaotic human experience, and meditating on mortality keeps me grounded and calm and creative, but also excited for the future. This is Joy Division's singer's Ian Curtis's Tombstone, a subtle sans serif study. So the original hand-carved plate looked like this. It was before a very dedicated fan stole it. It was a humble design with something that resembled Albertus, but with more kind of 70s flair on the serifs. And to pay homage to lost artists and gravestone plates and typefaces, and to meditate on my own passing, I worked with a good friend of mine, Niklas Ekholm, a type designer who's done brilliant work for likes of Off-White and Meissen Margiela, to create a version of this for my tombstone. And I told him it was for a special project, and only if he's here today he will know what it was for. I hope I don't have to use it for a while, but here it is anyway. I'm ready. So thank you. Be curious, creative, brave, and always embrace experiencing the unknown. And choose your exit music wisely.